Hello, everyone. So, uh, as a young black guy, I just wanted to give kind of some insight into my experience living with severe PTSD. So, usually when I wake up, I have like a feeling in my chest. It's like it feels like a hole in my chest. It makes it like struggle to breathe, and I sometimes like breathe fast, or I'll wake up having a panic attack. I have nightmares most nights. My nightmares usually consist of flashbacks, and I find it impossible to tell anybody about like what I'm going through, how I'm feeling. I find that there's like a limit to most people's ability to take in the struggles of another person, and I think that that's normal. But so my flashbacks usually consist of times where I was abused. My abuse is actually not physical, sexual, nothing like that. It's actually severe bullying by staff on a neonatal ward when my kids were born. And the actions of the people that bullied me caused my daughter's death because they prevented her from getting treatment. They tried to have our kids taken by social services. So some of the things would be like they'll abuse us and shout in our face, or they'll make like sly racist remarks. Then when we would like report them, they would tell the senior management that we were aggressive to them. Other things like they'll cover up medical negligence. So like there was times where they would harm my children, that they'll be bleeding from the lungs, or they'll have burnt eyelids or black eyes. And then I'll say to them, please, can you report this to the senior management? They'll say, yeah. Then they'll cover it up. They performed procedures on our kids without our consent, and then they fabricated our consent into the medical record, and we told them we didn't consent. Then they started writing in the notes that we're pretending that we didn't consent, and then they told social services that we were being aggressive again because we told them that we didn't consent. Then when my daughter died, when they killed my daughter, the event that killed her, they covered it up. They didn't tell the coroner about it. And yeah, in terms of PTSD, getting my feelings out, I feel like this is the only means I have. So this, and then going live and doing live debates, is the main way that I'm able to get my feelings out. If I didn't do this, I think I'll be a risk of self-harm. So this is my way of not harming myself, basically. I also don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't use any drugs. I'm really conscious of my diet. I try to get a lot of sunlight because I try to be responsible for my own mental well-being. Sometimes this can mean that I'm not able to be as available for people or respond to people as much as I'd like. But I try to make a conscious effort to manage my mental state because obviously with what I've been through, you can imagine it's very difficult. So yeah, when my daughter passed away, she didn't get any investigation either, no inquest. They just completely covered it up. And then the staff members that were involved in the serious abuse of my family, they've all got away with it. They've all been promoted. They all pretend that they didn't do anything, and they've written in all of the records that I'm an aggressive domestic abuser, and that just made up all these lies about me. And the weird thing is I'm actually a really nice guy. So if not for all of this stuff, I think I wouldn't have any like insecurities or anything, or self-esteem issues, which I don't have any of those, to be honest. But I do struggle with why they view me that way, why they saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, in terms of thinking that I'm a horrible person. I have slowly begin to come to terms with the fact that they know that I'm not a bad person, but they're trying to cover it up because they don't want to get in trouble themselves. So it's like normal in a way for humans to practice self-preservation at the expense of others. But I didn't think that people would cover up a child's death to do that. Although that being said, if they didn't cover it up, then maybe they'll be held accountable for it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, these are like the kind of struggles I go through. It's very difficult to communicate with my family. When I would tell people about the abuse that I was suffering, they would blame me as well. So they would say like, "What have you done?" Or they'll say like, "This didn't happen." They'll tell me that it didn't happen, and I'll tell them it's happened. Like I've got it on recording. I've told the police about everything that happened as well. I mean, I think this is one of the worst cases in the history of the NHS in terms of the scale of the abuse and fraud. It's like 5 months straight of just daily abuse, pretty much, daily cover-ups. So yeah, that I struggle with that too. Is that people not believing me. So those are some of my triggers as well. Is like when I say something to someone and then they don't believe me, or when people call me a liar, or when people make false allegations against other people. Those are my main triggers. Also, like the government, so like nurses, doctors. I can't really function with people like that. I think that, and I have this this innate belief that all of them do this. I don't know if it's true, because with my PTSD, I struggle to know like how much is my own projection and how much is them. But I actually believe that majority of them do this. Like they cover up things because of the way that I saw them do it and how like good they were and efficient they were at doing it, and how they were able to twist scenarios. I think that it is something that a lot of them do, these professionals. So living in a society, and obviously, they're still trying to put me in prison based on false allegations. So there's more false allegations. So living in a society where your child has been killed by the government and the police, the nurses, the doctors, the people that people think are the good guys that try to protect you are the ones that destroyed your life. It's really weird. And I find myself only able to relate with people who have gone through severe trauma, not small trauma, like severe trauma. And it's funny because every time people tell me that they have issues with things, I think to myself, wow, like all you have to do is just let your ego down and put it to the side, and then you will never be unhappy about this. And when I was on the ward being abused, I did that. I tried to forgive the staff. I bought them gifts. I actually bought them chocolates. I tried to stop the people that were abusing me from doing it. But I don't know if they're racist. I think they were probably quite racist too, because of some of the comments they were making, like the indirect comments, and the fact that they kept calling me aggressive when I'm really, really actually just normal in real life, like calm. So yeah, living in a society where the people that are supposed to protect you have been the perpetrators of harm, it's really difficult. I don't know what the solution is. I don't think that winning our legal case against them or getting an apology, I don't think that will solve any of these issues. But I think it's important for me to keep talking, even if people don't listen, because I need all of this stuff on record so that if anything does ever happen to me, that everybody knows that I tried, that I was honest, and that I tried to fight for my daughter. But I don't think that I know that the people in the aftermath that are doing the cover up, I don't think they realise the effect that they're having on me and my family. This has been 3 years now of pretty much this everyday torture. Some days I wish I wasn't here, obviously. But, I've still got other kids, so I want to live for my kids, but they've pretty much ruined, like, parenthood for me. Like, that, all those feelings that I had before about parenthood, like, it's really difficult to be happy about it again, because all I think about is, well, you killed my daughter, so, and you got away with it pretty much. Like, no one's going to be held accountable. They'll just try and pay us off or something. So, yeah, if anyone's been through anything similar, feel free to reach out or whatever. But I think it takes bravery and strength to do what I'm trying to do. I have a lot of respect for myself. I have a lot of respect for the mother of my kids. And, like, anyone going through this, you're not the only one. But I know it's like some of these problems are impossible to solve. So just wanted to vent today and try and be responsible and accountable for my own mental state by doing the thing which helps me, which is telling my story to the masses. Thanks.